Coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Saints and the Cards on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we kick off Week 7. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now here come the Saints about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him. Ready.
Throwing right away is Winston. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jameis to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cardinals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And this is going to be another. Tackles made at the Saints 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Murray. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Buying time, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that will be 11-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He's got it to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To try again after the sack. Winston, it's complete to Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
final shot before half for Murray. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point con. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Murray now. Open man is Duvernay. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. but I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this fourth down call.
Murray keeps it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kyler Murray, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Winston throw complete there to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Jameis to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Open man is Michael Thomas. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Winston. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they're going to get this up to midfield. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Winston now from the 50. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing, Winston. This is caught. It's Hardy. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, 52 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Murray. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Murray. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So they only needed a couple of feet there on fourth down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? Fourth and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Prater for the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out goes Prater to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Winston and the Saints now
down by 12. A minute 17 remains. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. First down, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. Trucks over him.
It's complete. Kamara.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
On second down, Winston again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Cards, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.